Michelle here with Serendipity.House. My vision for this is layers and texture. Part of this is going to have some Painterly Florals transfer on it, and then I am going to put some birdsong molds over it and paint over it and just make it kind of show up a little bit in the background. Oh, look at that. Can you see the detail? Love it. Okay. I was going to do, I don't know if I need it now. Yeah, let's put a little frond in there. Now I'm doing this just because I want to make sure that what I'm adding is going to stick, and I'm gonna kind of press this out to the sides. And we'll wipe any excess glue off after. So here we go. I'm gonna just add a little bit more texture in there by just kind of pressing and manipulating and keeping that hole free. Keeping it organic. I'll go back and rub it so it doesn't look like fingerprints. I also, it is going to get all painted, obviously, but I'm not going to do any sanding. Okay, so now I'm just going to, I've got the glue in there, I'm just going to add some bits here of, since I didn't have it quite as much clay as I wanted. It's just some pieces in here to add movement. It looks like a hot mess now, but I'm so excited about this piece. It's just like I said, it's been so long since I've done something. Boy, it really does look like a mess. Since I've done a piece of furniture like from the beginning and just done what I want instead of doing like white or plain, and it's very kind of freeing here. Bring some of that right up there. All right, next we are going to, and this will all get edited. Like by the time we're done, I'll lift this up and we'll see how it looks. Because it's hard for me. I like to kind of picture it as a whole and find the balance in it. It's kind of hard to do that when it's laying down. I know that there's going to be a bird overlapping here somewhere. So maybe we should start with our bird, and then we will take the excess glue off. But it won't dry before we're done casting our bird song. So let's do that. Turn this out, and is that glue? I'm going to flip this over because there's glue on there. And then the easiest way to get these out is to roll them back. There we go, you got a nice clean casting. And then, the other one starts. I'm going to just turn that way. I think I just squished the tail on one of them. That's all right. And I want him to be probably, see, I moved ahead. Right about there. I will deal with this in a minute. So let's put some glue on this guy. At this point, I may as well just use my fingers. So yeah, we're just getting down and dirty here. Just make sure to get the glue right on those little tiny tips there. That's good. All right, so I am just going to press down all the little edges. I actually like that there's some texture behind him because now that is going to show. I'm going to put some of this back up here. What do you think? Is that good? A good movement? Here you can see where it gets a little whiter. It's because it actually has an extra coat of primer on it, and then it is sealed, but only that part. And only that part because I knew I was going to do a transfer, and the transfers work better over sealer. This is our Painterly Florals transfer. And I'm just going to put a few on that are going to be the backdrop. So because this is, I totally plan on painting over this and putting birds over it, I'm just going to kind of randomly put them down. So I'm not really going for a design because these are going to be lost in some texture. I still want them to stick, so I'm still going to adhere them correctly. I just am going to, let's see, I don't need it that much around the I can see some of the painterly florals behind him. There we go. And I'm on the correct side here. And then now I can show you how I use the brush now that you could actually see that better. And push it down. Pushing it down is very important. So now what I make sure that I do is really push. The other trick that you guys know if you've watched me a lot is when I'm pushing down, I also push kind of in. Okay, because if you stretch it out, you're going to get more cracking. This is actually a perfect project for the cracking, but I know a lot of people have trouble with that and try to avoid it. And part of the way to avoid the cracking is to not pull your clay out, because you're stretching it and it shrinks when it dries. All right, so now I've got these spots here where you can see a little bit of glue on the edges, and I just go around with a brush and pick them up so that those spots are clean, in the sense that what I want in there after is going to be my wax, because that's where all the details are going to show. The glue is, you paint over it, so it's not like the glue's going to show. It's just going to be a lump or texture where I don't want it. And then I'm going to have to take a nice fine brush after. I wait until these are dry, because when they're dry, obviously they're not sliding around anymore, and also because when they're completely wet like this, is you can just lose some of the detail if you brush it while it is too wet. Okay, so now let's stand it up and see how it looks as a whole. So this kind of gives me an idea then on what I want to add and where. I don't know, what do you guys think? So I will add some more movement this way with some of the texture and the clay. And my plan was to, I don't know if I need it now, but my other plan was to add some leaves or something. So something has to go here, but although I don't mind the negative space, I want it all to kind of come together. So there might be more of these, I think, somewhere in here, even if I just rub back to them and they don't have any of the molds over them. This looks really crazy right now, I know, but this is just a means to an end of the layering process. The flowers are going to be painted over, maybe some texture like we just did with the clay and the glue kind of pressed out. I'm going to wait until some of it dries a little bit. But though the flowers are going to be just kind of peeking through something else when it's done. That's my idea anyways. Hi, I'm Michelle at Serendipity House in New Hampshire. I hope you find this tutorial helpful, and you can find all of the products on my website at Serendipity.House. Thank you.